What's up everybody, it's Georgina. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I take and edit my Instagram pictures, which is super easy. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. So I take all of my pictures on my iPhone. I used to use my camera, but I don't really use it for my Instagram pictures anymore. So I just use my iPhone 8 Plus, and I don't know, the quality is great. So I just use the camera app and take my photos. I select portrait mode. I love portrait mode because your photos just turn out a little bit more professional looking and you get that nice blurry background, which I love. So to set up your iPhone to take your selfie, you can use a tripod. If you have one, that is great, but there is a lot of different ways that you can kind of, set up your iPhone. So I'm gonna show you guys what I use and have used in the past. So I have this little thingy right here, which is actually a brush holder. I got this in a makeup package, and I just take my iPhone and I put it in here, and I kind of have my DIY tripod. I also have used just my makeup brush holder, and I just put my phone in here, and you have a tripod again. You can also use a cup or a glass, just literally grab a cup from your cabinet and you have a tripod. So the lighting that I use in my photos, I prefer natural daylight, but since I live in the Netherlands, it is not always sunny out here. Most of the time it is raining and the skies are gray. So when the lighting is not that good, I use my ring light, which I will show you guys in a second. So this is the ring light that I have, and this ring light is by the brand Brasseir. I will leave a link in the description down below. I got this as a present from my boyfriend like 2 years ago. This ring light is great. The only thing that I do not like about this is that it has one setting, so you can turn it on and off. You cannot dim the light or anything, which kind of sucks, but we're working with it. So I just prefer to use natural daylight because my pictures just turn out a lot nicer, but obviously the weather is not always nice. Also, I forgot to say this, but in my room I have 3 big windows. So for me it is pretty easy to find good lighting. So just find yourself a window, and if you do not have a window, then just go outside. When I take pictures outside, sunlight is my best friend. They always turn out so nice. I always wait until around golden hour or a little later on in the day, because if the sun is too high up, you get really ugly shadows in your face and stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys right now my little setup that I have. So I take my little, thingy, and I put my phone in here. I go to camera, select portrait mode. Hold on. I always set the timer to 3 or 10 seconds. It just depends. Normally I put it on 3, so that kind of gives me the time to pick a pose and, look good for the camera. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I have my phone right here in this thing, and then a tip that I have, I always like to put a mirror behind my phone, so when I take my picture I can actually see myself, see what I'm doing, if I'm in focus, if I like the pose or not. So yeah, I think that is pretty important, because if you cannot see yourself, you can literally take 100 pictures, but if the pose is not great or you are not in focus, you can take a lot of pictures and you still won't get a good one. So I have my mirror right here. I have my phone right in front of me, and I'm just gonna see how it looks. The lighting is pretty great because it is sunny out right now. I press the volume button and then the timer goes off. Pose. And let's see. Okay, so this is the selfie that I just took. It's not bad. I will put it up on the screen right now. I want to change my pose a little bit. It normally takes me around, I don't know, 5 to 10 pictures, sometimes even more, to get the perfect selfie. Oh my gosh, look at my face. But I just wanted to say, this is how I take my selfies, and when I let my boyfriend take pictures of me, or outfit pictures, I also use portrait mode. I do this whole thing the same. Okay, so this is the one that I ended up liking best. So when I have the picture that I like, I go to my editing app, and the app that I use is called Airbrush. And Airbrush is kind of like a Facetune, but it is free, and in my opinion, a little bit more easier to use. Okay, so I just selected the photo, and the first thing that I do is I go into retouch and I take smooth and I smooth out my skin a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones, besides my mouth, on my chin, a little bit on my nose, and then on my forehead because I have some pimples there. And then before after, then I click OK. Then I go into whiten, the little tooth thingy. I go to my eyes and I make the whites in my eyes whiter than it already is, because I just feel like this makes my eyes pop a lot more. The same thing on the other eye. I just think that it looks a little nicer. Maybe do a little bit more highlight, kind of give my cheek a little highlight, or my nose. Okay, so this is after, before, after, before, after. I click OK. So now I go into tools, and I'm kind of gonna play around with the lighting a little bit. So I'm gonna go to enhance, I'm gonna click highlights, and I'm gonna bring the highlights down a little bit. This makes me look a little bit like tanner, a little. So this is before, after, before, after. And then I go into, I have it on, what is this? I have it on -10 right now. And then I go into temperature. I put the temperature up a little bit, 10 as well. And then into saturation, I'm also gonna put the saturation up a little bit. I put it at 5. Okay, no, that's maybe a little too much. I'm actually not gonna do the saturation this time. Okay, so this is the after picture, and then this is the before, after, before, after. Then I'm gonna save it to my camera roll. No thanks. And now my picture is ready to be uploaded on the gram. Actually, I see something that I want to change. I don't know if you can see, but I have my tooth showing a little bit, which is kind of weird, so I'm actually gonna edit this out. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna click OK, and then I'm gonna save it again. Okay guys, so that was literally it. That is how I edit my Instagram pictures and how I take my Instagram pictures. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys back in my next video. Bye!